Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from ESPN Cricinfo.
Hello and welcome. We're looking ahead to the third test match between India and Australia to be played at the G on Christmas Day. And joining me are two secret Santas in Brad Hodge and Deep Dasgupta. Deep, I'll start with you. If you were secret Santa, what gifts would you give? I've got three names. First to Virat Kohli.
Well, maybe a pillar, something where he can smile a little more on the field, not off the field. Off the field is fine, but on the field he can smile a little more, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, good one, good one. Ravi Shastri?
Well, I don't know actually. I mean, he seems all right. He doesn't need too many pills.
Okay, no gift for him?
No, I mean, he's the Santa himself.
Okay, good one. Okay, finally, the debutant in Mayank Agarwal.
I think courage. I think a lot of courage to go out there in a Boxing Day test match, being your debut in international cricket. It's a huge thing with 75,000 people and that the whole festivities. It's a crazy debut to have. So just a lot of courage and faith in himself. All
right, good one. Coming to you, Brad. Now we'll start with Aaron Finch.
Yeah, I think more no balls, I reckon. So keep Ishant Sharma behind the line. That's if he oversteps it, he'd probably blow his pad straight off.
All right, okay. Tim Payne, the Aussie skipper.
For Tim Payne, I think some performances from the Marsh brothers would be good. Now that Mitch has come in, if the brothers can fire, I think that'd be a good present for Timmy.
All right, finally, I don't think this man needs any gift too. He's been on fire, Nathan Lyon. But anyway, it's Christmas. Everyone deserves a gift.
Yeah, I thought some hair. Actually, for Nathan, might be a good thing. Probably the only thing he needs.
Okay, going away from the norm, the Indian team announced their playing 11. We'll have that playing 11 up there. The two regular openers are out now. That is the big talking point. You will have Mayank Agarwal, a regular opener, coming in, but he's going to be making his debut. But who's going to partner him? Deep, before I get your thoughts on the playing 11, do you think the reason the Indian team has come out with the playing 11 this time, which I don't think has ever happened before, is because of all the controversy that was there before this test match started with regards to Ravindra Jadeja, the injury to Jadeja? So this time the team management thought it's best to just have the playing 11 out there.
But how is it going to make any difference? We're still talking about it, aren't I?
Yes.
I mean, aren't we? So,
the only difference would be,
we're going to still talk about
13.
it. But having said that, I mean, last time around the issue was if he wasn't, which I read yesterday or day before, I believe, that supposedly Ravindra Jadeja wasn't fit enough, wasn't 100% fit.
Yes.
So, I mean, all you have to do is come out and say, listen, he's got a niggle, he's not fit enough, so he's not there. I mean, we don't have any other spinning options that way. So, I think playing 11-wise, it's fine. If you want to, I mean, Australia's been doing it for a while. I mean, they give out their playing 11. England's been doing it for a while now. So I'm all right with it. But coming to the next part of the question was the openers. Listen, there are two options, to be honest. I mean, Hanuma Vihari, yes, I know there are a lot of people who think he's ready for it, and even I thought, looking at the way he handled the second new ball in the last test match, he can open the innings. He's a top order batsman. But the other option could also be Rohit Sharma along with Mayank Agarwal. I mean, listen, I mean, it's not England, it's not New Zealand, it's Australia, where the ball after 20 overs doesn't move around a lot. But Hanuma Vihari, yes, I thought he looked really good the way he batted in the last two test matches that he's played. Very compact and organized, and look comfortable against both lateral movement and the bounce.
Okay, but pick one if you had to between Vihari and Rohit Sharma. Let's not forget there's another option there in Cheteshwar Pujara too, who's done it before in test match cricket.
No, I wouldn't move Cheteshwar Pujara at all. I mean, he's comfortable at number 3, he's scoring runs. I'm not going to move him. Okay. So between Rohit and Hanuma, I don't know. You know what? I would be looking at someone like Rohit, to be honest. I mean, to revive his test career. Because number 6, there's always a problem because now you're playing in Australia. We're looking at an extra batsman. It's quite possible when you come back to India, or maybe Hardik comes in and you might not need an extra batsman, and you might want to play Hardik. So I don't know, maybe help kind of look at Rohit and if he can revive his test career as an opener.
My gut feel sort of says that Rohit might do it only because he's accustomed to doing it in the white ball, and we've seen some success with Aaron Finch this year. So there's no reason why he can't adapt. He's got the game to do so, and he hasn't really nailed number 6. So I agree with Deep that this could be an opportunity for him to move up the order, play a different role, and make this his last chance to secure a spot in the Test team.
Okay, going back to the openers, Deep, to you, I only got your thoughts on the existing playing 11, but usually, on the preview, we ask our experts to pick their playing 11. Would you have picked the same 11, or would you have then gone with another regular opener between Murli Vijay and then KL Rahul?
Well, I would have gone with this playing 11. The only change I might have looked at would be, I don't know, maybe Hardik in there as your 5th bowling option. But I guess this playing 11 is fine. I think they've kind of ticked most of the boxes as far as I'm concerned. So, I don't think I'm going to be too fidgety about this playing 11.
Okay, interesting you talk about the all-rounder, because India haven't gone with the all-rounder in Hardik Pandya. Australia have. They've got Mitchell Marsh coming in. Brad, do you think that's a good call on this track, as the way you see MCG at the moment? The one change that they've made is got the all-rounder in place of Peter Handscomb.
Well, look, unfortunately, we weren't getting a lot out of Peter Handscomb, and I think they've just picked Mitchell Marsh for his pure batting. He doesn't generally bowl a lot of overs when you've got Cummings, Hazlewood, Stark and Nathan Lyon. He generally comes in as an all-rounder but doesn't play much of a role with the ball. So that may happen at the MCG if it's a fraction flutter. But I think they're picking him up just for his batting. I think Justin Langer's got some faith in him that he'll come good at that number 6 spot. He's a true all-rounder, so if he makes it work, it's a good move.
Now that Ravindra Jadeja is in that playing 11, Deep, you reckon it's only because R. Ashwin's still not 100% fit, and that is why this decision?
Well, I would like to believe, but even before the series started, there was a discussion whether if you're going to play one spinner, whether it should be Ravindra Jadeja or Ashwin. So I think, as far as I'm concerned, Ashwin still is your number 1 spinner. That's what I think. But Jadeja is a close second. And especially the way he started to bat in the last series against West Indies, the last Test match in England. I think he's taking himself seriously as a batsman as well. And not to forget all the rough that is being created there. That plays a huge role in Australia, the rough. With 5 left-handers in the batting lineup, Australian batting lineup, he can be very, very handy, especially in the second innings.
We've got a Victorian in Brad Hodge. Brad, any guesses? I know that no matter how much cricket you've played on a ground, it's very tough to predict how the pitch might play out. But whatever you've seen in the last year or so, is it going to be another batting paradise as we've seen in the season gone by?
Look, generally drop-ins, don't do much between the overs of 40 to 80, the second you ball. So, it looks like there might be a bit more spice in it than normal, because the MCG wicket did come under a lot of criticism. So if he goes down the same path, he's going to get nailed again. So I expect a little bit of moisture in the wicket, a little bit more pace and bounce, maybe even a fraction more grass. So hopefully that will help. It was a new curator, so hopefully he's done his homework. There's only been 2 Sheffield Shield games on it before this Test match, so not a lot to judge there. But, we probably won't know until the covers come off on the Boxing Day tomorrow.
All right, let's quickly run you through the stats. And as Brad was also mentioning there, we've got a lot of runs on this track. 14 centuries and 29 half centuries have been scored in the last 5 Test matches at the MCG. Pacers average 38.45, while spinners are averaging 50.15 in the last 5 Test matches. So a little bit more there for the fast bowlers than for the spinners. But then, of course, you've got Nathan Lyon, who's been picking wickets on any sort of track. Then you've got 7 of the last 8 first-class matches have ended in a draw. Will it then change the equation, because Nathan Lyon's been the difference between the two sides, with this track not really helping spinners that much?
Well, yeah, you mentioned that he can bowl on ice at the moment, the way he's going. I'm just astonished by the way that he's able to put the Indian batsman under pressure. It's phenomenal how good he's going at the moment. I think Jadeja, though, is an interesting one versus Ashwin. As good as Ashwin is, a lot of the success in spin in Australia has come with left arm orthodox. So it might have something to do with the foot marks on the drop-in wickets being minimal, and the left-hander creating a little bit more problem to the lefties later on in the Test match.
Brad, another question on the toss. We've seen the team batting first in the previous 2 Test matches has ended up winning the match. Do you think it's going to be a crucial part here?
Well, being a Victorian, we used to always win the toss and bowl first. So we always thought that if there was any moisture in the drop-in wicket, which Deep pointed out, it's generally there in the first 3 hours of the game. And if you can get 3 or 4 wickets in that first session, it just gets better for batting and batting and batting. And you're happy to chase in the last day or second last day. It's just one of them 50-50 tosses where it looks good, but you know there's moisture there. And if you get through the first session, you're home either way.
Okay, prediction, gentlemen. At the end of the 5 days or 4 days, however long this test match lasts, what's going to be the series scoreline? Deep, with you first.
Listen, I mean, I think both the teams have been very, very unpredictable, and especially the batting units from both the sides. So it's going to be very difficult. I guess the team which bats first should win the test match.
Okay, Brad.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Australia for this one, and I think India will take the last one in Sydney.
Okay, he's really sticking his neck out. Thank you so much for your prediction. Merry Christmas to you, gentlemen. Once again, it's really evenly poised. Looking forward to the third test match. 1-1 in the series. Historic Boxing Day test match starts in Melbourne on the 26th of December. See you then.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.